This is basically our last day. We got a short half day tomorrow, but we're gonna get out to our same old knob, see if we can't glass up big 3 for Paley. Today she's packing a shed that Brad found of his, so hopefully that's our good luck charm. And we find that big boy. She's ready to pull the trigger on him. So there's a bunch of deer running off the top. There you go. I don't know if we dare get higher. Skyline ourselves in yours. We want to get to this cut to where we have a decent shot if he comes through the down valley. I don't think he's going to go up in the rocks. I think he's going to stay in the bottom. Problem is we got a lot of deer between us and him, and we're just like hoping they don't. Shaking her head back there. You warm? Yeah. Well, we're set up where we think this bigger buck's gonna come. We got Paley up on the gun, and we're just gonna kind of wait and see. He may have bedded up in the head of this, but we just had a small come real close to us, within a couple 100 yards, but he fed up over the top. Paley just didn't want to shoot him. She's got her sights set on that bigger buck, or the big 3, but he's a pretty young deer. Not a care in the world. There's no reason that deer should not have winded us when he come behind us, but he didn't. He has other things on his mind, so we're just gonna wait it out right now and either see if that bigger buck comes down this. We tried to cut him off. See if he comes down this cut, or if we end up making a move, going elsewhere. So we got a buck spotted. We gave up on the Mega 4 for now. Since it's our last day, we're down to a half a day here, so we're gonna go get better eyes on this buck and hopefully get a shot at it. But we're racing. We got this drainage. We're just going as fast as we can. A little bit of sprinting, so yeah, we're racing. Doing good. She's almost here. Warm now. Mm-hmm. What'd you think?
I didn't see him. I saw a little bit of his antlers.
So we're gonna try to get to this lip right here. See that bee? This little rim. And we're gonna perch up right there. See if he comes out of that timber. So take your pack off really quiet. Set it down super quiet. Close. We're just gonna crawl up there, peek over the edge, okay?
Where'd you see him last?
Right at the bottom where the sage line is. He just barely went up in there, bedded down. We're hoping he's still there. But if he gets up, he might start walking uphill. Okay? And you just want to make sure that you shoot when he stops in his broadside. You remember how we practiced? If he's a little bit quartering to you, and it's the only shot we have, then you shoot for that shoulder.
I shoot for the shoulder, behind the shoulder.
Right behind the shoulder if he's broadside. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember all our practice runs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right behind the shoulder, but what if he's not all the way broadside?
If he's quartering to us, like he's facing us just a little bit, put it on the shoulder.
Okay.
That's going to be our only shot. Normally we wouldn't do that, but it might be the only shot we have. We're going to hope that he gets totally broadside for us, so we don't lose any meat. That's our goal. Then take your time, and then squeeze, just like you always do.
Okay. So how long have you been bedded for?
He's been bedded since we left up there. We're just hoping that he stands up for us.
Yeah, but okay, where was he before? So
He was right at the bottom of the trees. Well, we got Houdini'd again. This buck, we thought we had him. He went into this timber. We never saw him come out. It was quite a ways to get down here, so we had to take our eyes off it, but we thought he bedded up and he'd still be here. We haven't seen anything. And it's getting cold and we're running out of daylight, so we gotta stomp back to camp. We gave it our all though, didn't we? Well, Ryan and I went up on top above where we've been sitting, and we spotted a pretty good 3-point, so he's not that big, 3-point at Bailey's, but he's a good buck. We're gonna run down this draw. He's in a pretty good spot, so we'll get down here and try and make a play on him. I think he's bedded up in these trees, but we'll see. That is a big boy. Where? past the ears.
Is he bedded?
No, he's not. Just in case we get a shot, here go. Open. Watch every spot you stick your hand, okay, Pete?
I can't see his shoulder. So did I shoot right in the middle?
Right in the middle.
Yeah,
Think you can make that shot?
probably.
Right on his front shoulder there, right in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you're comfortable, B, you take that shot, okay?
Okay.
Hold on. But make sure you go really slow. Take your time. Oh, you crushed him.
I did?
You crushed him. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, Pete.
I got him. Oh my god.
She crushed that
Oh
buck.
my god. You got him? I got him. Is he down?
He's down. He fell.
That quick?
Right there. Right there.
Where was he standing? Right on the ridge?
There.
Oh, was it the one we saw?
I don't know.
It was
don't
big
know.
though. It was like a 3-year-old.
It was?
It's a big old 3-point.
And he wasn't even standing broadside.
Oh.
What a shot, Pete. Oh my gosh. Could we take this any more down to the wire than we just did?
We have no more daylight left.
Wow. Wow. Last minute of the last day.
I knew something was gonna happen.
Oh my gosh. Great shot,
I wanted to
Pete.
sneak up here, but I didn't have any earplugs. And I was like, everyone's sticking their earplugs in. I have to.
Yeah, my ears are still ringing though.
That buck
gave us some time. He was just looking around.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't.
That was a beautiful shot, P.
And my thing was shaky.
How many yards
And I
was it?
just.
300.
And he looked at me. And then.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Oh, another deer. Oh.
Oh, wow.
I'm so glad I did not take that.
And you know
one
what,
earlier.
P? This is the canyon that we run up to camp.
Isn't this the canyon we sat in all day yesterday?
Yeah, top end of this. Oh, wow. You just dropped him. Oh, that was amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, last minute, last day. Beautiful, nice big buck.
And there was like no sunlight left.
No. Now we got work to do.
That's okay. We'll
So
get
he
it
didn't
done.
run?
No, he just dropped. He just dropped and rolled over.
Folded in half.
Oh
Gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't believe it. I was just hoping after you saw that buck, we were going to come up and see something up here in one of these little
Was it
ridges.
the
and-
same one we saw? Or was it bigger?
I think so.
I think it was the one we saw go over the ridge.
But
when
that
we
was
turned
pretty
around.
big. It was a good one.
Yeah, well, at this point, honey, anyone was good.
They're all good, but this is a great buck for you. He's not that one we were going for, but this is a nice big mature buck. That's what we want.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, like 5 minutes ago, you were about to cry because we were done.
Yeah, I was about to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't get a buck out of these, like, all these days.
I was already trying to figure out how we could get some like hunt tomorrow back to the trucks, but this is better. This is a better way to do it. Yeah. That's awesome, baby. Good job.
I'm so happy. Literally, the sun is not up, and I just shot a deer on the very last day. I'm so happy.
Yeah, we worked hard.
And it wasn't even broadsided. Like, I don't even think I'm 100% sure where I shot it, but I knew I was aiming in the middle, and my thing was all shaky and stuff. Then I hit the trigger, and the deer went kapoosh. And then,
Good job. Look at that mouthpiece.
wow.
That's great.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it pretty?
It's definitely bigger than it looks like from down there. That's big.
That's a great buck, P. Beautiful.
Got some good bases on him, that's for sure.
What a cool 3-point. Look how long this tine is, P.
They're so long and sharp.
Yeah, they're very, very sharp, these guys. Oh boy, that was a fun chase.
Yeah.
Took us all the way from the top, all the way down to here, and then back up. He was standing up here behind us the whole time. We actually went past him.
The words that he said still echoing in my head. Don't sell your soul for money, son. Means nothing when you're dead. We all walk the same round here. Our blood is pumping red. Feel the struggle, feel the pain. Keep a level head. Find a beautiful love. Look straight into their eyes and make sure they know they're your morning light. That you'll never let go till the day that you die. This here is love, and this here is life.
Spaghetti, tenderloin, and some Tony Sacheries.
That does sound good. Tony
I'd like a
Sacheries.
salad, with avocado, and
Ew.
What?
tenderloin.
You just ruined the mood.
I'm sick of spaghetti.
We were talking deer meat and tenderloin, and you came in with
Spaghetti
salad.
and some Tony Sacheries, and you're like, I want a salad with some avocado.
And tenderloin on it.
How cool was that, folks? Thank you for tuning in to this week's video. Paley was a rock star. It was great to see her dad and her father-daughter moment, see Hillary there, the whole family. This is the second hunt that we've been able to film the family and Paley take her buck, and this is her second buck. She's ice under pressure. She's a great shot. It's pretty impressive that someone so young can stay so poised and with it. She was so disappointed when she was thinking that she was not going to get a deer after. You got to understand, this was like day 6 or 7. They had been running around the mountains, all these close calls from morning till dark. There seemed to be very little break. It was cold and windy. It's a pretty gnarly hunt. We're going to get more into the behind the scenes, talk a little bit about the shot, things like that. In just a minute. But before we do that, we have 2 massive giveaways that we were just launching. One with Stealthy Hunter and one with Peaks Equipment. And they're really cool. If you haven't seen some of our content from the last couple of weeks, we just got back from the Western Hunting Summit that Ryan and Hillary put on with a host of others. It's an awesome, awesome time. If you caught the podcast, that's cool. We got another one we're going to drop from the event. You got guys like Brian Barney, Joel Turner, Sam, we got
you got Mark Livesey's there, e-scouting. We had Brady Miller there.
Yeah, it's just a cool group.
Phelps was at the first one, Cody Wilson.
Yeah, so it's just a bunch of guys, and we left out a bunch of names, but we all get together and we get to hang out with about 40 or 50 people that have made it all the way to Bozeman to go and experience one of these cool events. Well, Ryan is going to do a giveaway for someone, all expenses paid trip to next year's Western Hunting Summit. So if you've seen that and you've been interested and you're like, I just can't afford it, I don't know, Ryan's going to get you covered. We're going to do a giveaway. You just shop at Stealthy Hunter and you're going to be entered to win. We'll get more into that and to the Peaks giveaway. But before we do that, I want to let you know that we have selected the winners from the last giveaway. So some of you might be wondering, if you didn't catch our YouTube videos, we did a YouTube video for each selection. And the person who won the Total Archery Challenge, all expenses paid trip to Utah, the PSE bow, shoot with us at the Total Archery Challenge.
Binos, Loophole rangefinder.
Yeah, all of that. The winner was Chad Warburton from Canton, Ohio. We recorded a little phone call with him. It was cool to do the giveaway and announce it and to get on the phone with him and surprise him. If you want to check that video out, just check it out. It's on our YouTube channel. That was very cool. So congratulations to Chad. We're excited to get him down here. We'll vlog the whole thing and kind of share the shoot and
get
to know him, maybe do a little podcast with Chad.
We just can't let him beat us.
Yeah.
No.
And we have I don't want anyone to beat me ever. And then we did the Go Hunt giveaway as well. We narrowed it down to 10 names. And then from there, Brad and I did a little random number selection, narrowed it down to 4. We threw those on the archery target, and it took a 50-yard shot, and I whooped Brad. I whooped him.
You beat me.
And I snatched the victory from Taryn and gave it to Stephen Albright instead with my stellar Robin Hood-like shooting archery skills. And so let's all be very aware that Brad lost on that archery shootout.
Oh, he's going to rub it in because I beat him on the last 2, so he's rubbing it in.
So there we go, folks. And congratulations to Stephen Albright. You are the winner of the Go Hunt gear package. Yep. So we'll be in touch with you. If you left a comment last week on our video with Brad shooting his wolf where he got his redemption, you were entered to win a Stealthy Hunter rifle cover. So Brad is scrolling through the YouTube comments right now, and he is going to randomly select some lucky person to win the Stealthy Hunter rifle cover. We want to say thank you to everyone who leaves the comments. I think our channel gets some of the best comments. We try to read all the comments. We do. It takes some time nowadays, and but we love engaging with you. We do read every single one. You're not just leaving a comment and we don't look. We read them, even the mean ones. And congrats to Brad on a great wolf. And Brad, who is our lucky winner to win the Stealthy Hunter rifle cover?
Bam, Travis Histed. Says, amazing patience and discipline, Brad. I see Brian is wearing Ryan's hobo sweatshirt now.
By the way, everyone's asking about that sweatshirt. It's in fact right here, and it is made by Duckworth, and it's called the Powder Hoodie. So hopefully that reduces some of the messages I'm getting in the description field for what are you wearing?
Yep.
But yes.
Sorry if I butcher that, Travis. It's either Heisted or Histed.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
And if you want to win a set of Graxaw game bags, just leave a comment on this video with Ryan and his daughter Paley. Mm-hmm. Leave a comment below, and we're going to give away next week to some lucky person, random selection, a set of Graxaw game bags. And if you shared Brad's video of his wolf hunt on your Instagram, you were entered to win
the Dark Energy.
A Dark Energy battery pack. Mm-hmm. Okay, Brad, who is that winner?
We have Traveling Timbers. It says, Bad Weather Redemption. Congrats, Brad. And he tagged all of us. Thank you.
Congratulations, Traveling Timbers. You are the proud owner of a Dark Energy battery pack. And then if you share it this week on Instagram, you're going to be entered to win an e-scouting course from Mark Livesey.
'Tis the season.
When you use the code GRITTY, you save when you buy that course. Can't recommend it enough. It's one of the... it's empowering. So if you don't have Mark Livesey's Treeline Academy e-scouting course, there's a link below. When you use the code GRITTY, you save on it. But yeah, just share this hunt with Ryan and Paley on your Instagram, and you'll be entered to win. So let's get into the big giveaway we have with Stealthy Hunter. We already mentioned it. If you go and shop at Stealthy Hunter, every $10 you spend gets you entered to win a trip to the Western Hunting Summit next year. And I can't say enough good things about the event. All your expenses will be paid. You'll come on down. You'll get to hang out for about 4 days, shoot some archery, shoot some rifle, learn from the best on everything from e-scouting, finding game, backpacking, to shooting, especially with Joel Turner.
You also get a day with Ryan Lampers before the summit doing some scouting.
Oh, well, there you have it. I didn't know about that, but Ryan doesn't give away that kind of attention.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
He's a little keeps to himself kind of guy. So if you want to support Stealthy, support Ryan and Hillary and Paley, do that by shopping at Stealthy Hunter. Use the code GRITTY, and you always save, and that supports us and our film productions. It's a win-win for everybody, and right now you'll be entered to win that big package. But it's not just the summit. There's also a bunch of gear. What did Ryan throw together?
So you got a Tricer BC tripod, which I've fallen in love with. I love that thing. You got the pan head. You got a binocular adapter as well with that.
It's a sweet. If you don't know Tricer, go check them out.
Check them out. They are money, as everybody says. And then you got a Wild Society 10-day meal package, which includes 10 breakfasts and 10 dinners included in that.
You have an Initial Ascent 8K backpack as well that you'll win. So if you don't have a backpack, don't worry about it.
Yep.
Got you covered there. And then a Peaks equipment.
Yeah.
Like you get the
teepee,
the Peak Solitude teepee. You get a pair of trekking poles.
Gators and headlamp.
Yeah. So big package, man. And trip to the Western Hunting Summit. Look.
Of your choice.
The other thing too is the Western Hunting Summit enrollment is open now. So if you really want to get in, it sells out fast. If you want to get in, go sign up now. If you are the winner, Ryan and Hillary will reimburse your cost. Correct. I don't want people to wait till the giveaway is over. It's going to run for 2 weeks and then miss out on getting signed up. So if you can, sign up now and then you'll get reimbursed if you do win. So check that out. If you really want to go to westernhuntingsummit.com.
Yep.
I believe is what it is. And then you can sign up there. It's open enrollment right now. Can't recommend it enough. Brad and I will be back there again next year. I think he's doing 3.
He's doing 3 next year. He has a bear one, a rifle one, and an archery one.
So we have so much demand for that event that he's expanded it a bit, and hopefully everybody who wants to go gets a seat. We can't thank you enough for participating. And then right now, if you want to win another, you have 2 chances to win a bunch of Peaks gear. You have the Summit, Western Hunting Summit giveaway with Stealthy, but you can also right now just shop at Peaks using the code GRITTY, and you'll be entered to win a fully, like everything Peaks has, the teepee, the gaiters, the poles, the headlamp. So just shop over there, use the code GRITTY. If there's anything that you need, if you need a set of poles or whatever, you don't have to spend, you can buy the spoon.
Yeah.
You can buy some hat and some swag, anything, but every $10 gets you entered to win, and you'll get the full setup there.
And you also get a dark energy. You'll get sheep feet insoles, which are awesome. And then you get the Mark Livesey's e-scouting course.
Yeah.
Treeline Pursuits.
So there you have it. 2 ways to win. Shop at Stealthy Hunter. Shop at Peaks Equipment. Either way, you'll be entered to win. We'll pick that winner in 2 weeks. So we have about 2 weeks for you guys to get in there.
July 16th is the end date.
And then we'll close that one. And then we have another, that's about 3 episodes away. And then we have another series that we're going to bring to you, which I think is going to be cool. I'm excited. I'm working on it. And I think you're going to enjoy that one. And we have a fun little giveaway we're going to do with that too. So, hey, folks, thank you for supporting this show and what we do. Let's talk about this hunt. I was really impressed with Paley. As I was editing the video, and I could see all the shaky camera stuff that I edit out, so you guys don't have to go through and congrats, thank you to Brad. This was one of Brad's early hunts he tried to film, and got it done. It's
not perfect. It's not pretty, but we got it done.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. So Paley is sitting there on that rifle, and if you notice, there's no backrest on the butt of the rifle, and it's a poke 300 yards, and she's up there, and she doesn't have a lot of time. You're minutes from.
We're up against daylight hours leaving us, and we're up against that buck somehow
just trotting away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't know how it didn't spot us, but it didn't.
For some reason, he looks right at you guys.
Yeah.
I just think he didn't. This happens a lot in some of those areas. If you stay low, and you're not silhouetted, he sees it. He just doesn't know what it is, and those mule deer tend to just look. They don't equate it to a human. Right. If you guys were walking upright,
correct,
gone.
Exactly.
But he was looking at you, and he'd look away, and he'd look back at you, and he'd look at some other. There must have been a hot doe or something right there,
something somewhere,
and he just wasn't going to leave. But Paley got on that rifle, and she didn't have the broadside shot she needed. She didn't have time either for him to wait because they're running out of daylight hours. You're at the last shooting light, and so the buck is standing there kind of straight on, and Lampers has to decide whether he's going to green light his daughter to make this shot.
Yep.
Now Ryan has shot the rifle so much with Paley, and they practiced so much, even to this day, that he knows her abilities.
Right.
They've tried all this stuff. She just hits at all the ranges every time.
Yeah, she's so calm and cool and collected behind the rifle. I, as a person, wish I had that.
Well, she gets on that trigger and she's about to go, but you could tell just wasn't feeling steady enough, and she moves her finger back, kind of catches herself, readjusts the rifle, gets up on there, and then brings her finger back to the trigger, and you can see she doesn't do anything quick. She's doing these micro corrections, adjustments on the target. It's just kind of floating, and she's just slowly executing that shot. And when that shot goes, you can tell it's a surprise because her eyes blink, and she's like, "Oh!" The rifle kicks, and it's a shock. She didn't brace for impact. She truly did a surprised shot. Rifle kicks. She looks, and there it is. And it's impressive. We can all take a lesson from that.
Yeah, absolutely.
She was taught right from day one.
Yes.
With her dad, and then she's carrying that through.
Some of us weren't that fortunate, and we started out with a 30-06 that kicked like a mule.
Yeah, you just put it on.
Put it on, your dad. Hold on. But no, she learned right, and man, Ryan did an incredible job, like coaching her through that too, because you don't really see a ton of. You see some, but there were multiple times that Ryan was like, "Paley, are you sure that you can make this shot?
Yep.
How do you feel on this shot?" And man,
And
she did good, really good.
Hillary was there for the entire ride, which this is not Hillary's element.
Poor Hillary, because we did a lot of running and gunning.
Yeah, and it was cold, but she wanted to be there for this experience with her daughter. She came along, and it was great. Like the whole family again together. They got their deer. One of the things that I don't think people realize is how cold and windy that hunt is, especially when you don't see the snow. You don't realize, like you're looking at it, you're like, it looks
like during the day,
like 40 degrees.
Yeah, during the day, we were getting highs of like 15,
yeah,
maybe 20 if we were lucky.
It's
and then
brutally cold,
windy as heck.
and then when you throw the wind on it, it's brutal.
Yep.
So when Paley got toward the last hour of the day, and she's just sitting there, and she's like, like Hillary said, you're about to cry because, it isn't easy. And she had deer she passed on because she really wanted to get an older class buck.
Yep.
When you're out there and you put in, it's a hard lesson to learn when you get out there and you put in all that work and you put in all those days. She says it kind of there at the end, like, after all that work in the early mornings and the late nights and the freezing my butts off and the close calls, she's like, I thought I wasn't going to get a deer. And they could have easily wrapped it up and she could have gone home right then. But you guys had like so many minutes of daylight left. You're like still looking, even though you were trying to break it to her. Like, I think this isn't going to work out.
We were basically getting ready to pack up. And as we started walking back towards camp, because it was getting to where we could still glass on the way to camp, but we weren't very hopeful. And then out of the blue, this buck shows up, and Ryan and I look at each other like, we got to run and we can make it. And so we took off.
And that's the thing with hunting is it can change on a dime. It can go from, like your wolf hunt was like, some people mentioned in the comments section, a hunt that's just boring. You're trapped in your tent all day, lousy weather, doesn't look like we're going to see a bear, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, magic moments happen, perfect storm. You shoot a wolf, your first wolf ever. Here we are with Paley. It's down to the wire, probably not going to get a deer. After all that work, you have, it seems impossible at this point. You have maybe 20 minutes or so of light left, and you're like, it's done. Yep. It's done. And then you spot it, and in 10 minutes, the whole thing has changed.
Right.
It's like it's like success, beautiful buck, everything that you thought you weren't going to get. And that's why I think you got to stay gritty to the end. You got to stay focused. You can't give up until it's truly, truly over. Yeah. Because so often this is what happens. This is what happens to us. It's almost always that we do it on the last hour of the last seconds of the last day. And so even if it's not the last day, often it comes down to those last few moments of light on a day when most people would have just hung their heads and walked out or called it quits earlier.
And that's the thing is we very rarely quit when it comes to that time. Like we don't quit until we are at the truck driving home.
Yeah.
And we try not to let that happen. I mean, we try and make stuff happen if we have to.
You can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell.
And that's where we were at. We were in desperate run and gun mode everywhere.
I think so often it's quitting too early or quitting period that is the thing that robs hunters of their success. It's just right about that time you should have stuck it out another 10 minutes was that magic time that would have turned out, or 2 hours or whatever it is. So at this point, I remember years ago, it was my first solo elk hunt where I truly was solo for days and days and days. And I missed a bull. And I was real discouraged about it because I forgot to dial my sight back. It was a stupid mistake. I got to within 35 yards. You don't miss a 35-yard shot, but when you're dialed to 75, you do. Yeah. And it was really heartbreaking. And then I just went through a spell of days of just not hearing or seeing anything, and I was getting dumped on in rain. And I thought this is just, I don't even think I'm going to see anything anymore. I'm wasting time out here. But I stuck it out to the last day of the hunt, and I shot my first solo archery bull. And it was a pivotal moment. And then that built on more and more archery successes after that. It's just a matter of making that determination to stick it out and push it to the very, very end. That often is what separates the successful from the unsuccessful.
Absolutely.
So thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a comment on this video. We'll read it. Don't forget to share it on your Instagram. We will see it. We appreciate you. Tag us on the Instagram. We'll pick some winners next week. Yep. If you want to be entered to win the Stealthy Hunter Western Hunting Summit giveaway, just go to stealthyhunter.com and go shopping. Don't forget the open enrollment for the Western Hunting Summit is open now, so you can sign up for next year. If you do win after you've signed up, you'll get reimbursed by the Lampers. Mm-hmm. And don't forget about our giveaway with Peaks Equipment. Go there and you can win a big package. So if you needed to buy something at Peaks anyway, now's the time. Use the code GRITTY. And right now, there's 30% off at Mountain Ops because it's their anniversary sale. So if you didn't load up on Mountain Ops before, now's a good time. Mm-hmm. Get 30% off. And at Initial Ascent, there's a great giveaway going on there too. You get 30% off all the kit sacks, the dry bags,
yep.
and the rain covers. Yep. And when you use the code GRITTY, you save on the everything else that's there too. So if you're in the market for some accessories and some stuff with Initial Ascent, now's the time. Thank you for supporting our channel and everything that we do. Can't thank you enough. And we'll see you here next Sunday, hopefully. Until then, stay gritty.